Hey guys, I wanted to mix things up a little and move away from the serious political and religious discussions for a bit. So this will be the first of my not so serious videos that I'll be making every once in a while. And I thought that I'd start with a video game video, but not just any video game video. Oh no. Today I'll be talking about Pokemon. Specifically, a list of my top 15, yes 15, I wanted to be a little different, favorite Generation 1 Pokemon. What is the criteria for this list, you may be asking? Well, I don't really have any criteria. I've just taken some consideration for the look of the Pokemon, the usefulness in-game, the character from the anime, and a whole hell of a lot of nostalgia. I've loved these Pokemon since Red, Blue, Yellow came out in the late 90s, and it'd be impossible for 18 years of exposure to these characters to not influence my decisions. I did give myself one big rule for who I selected, though. I will not be picking more than one Pokemon in a given evolutionary line. So, for example, if I were to pick, say, Oddish, which, spoilers, I didn't, you wouldn't see Gloom or Vileplume on the list. With all that out of the way, I really hope you guys like this video, and I'm very excited to bring it to you. So without further ado, let's get on to the list. Number 15, Cubone. How could I make a list and not include this adorable little guy? Cubone is arguably one of the cutest and most unique Pokemon in Generation 1. He also comes with a tragic backstory that really makes you look at him differently than all of the other pocket monsters. Cubone wears the skull of his dead mother and cries in mourning of her. Because of this, no one knows what his face looks like under the bone. Morbid? Yeah, a bit. But the poor little thing is also mysterious and in need of some love. Number 14, Scyther. Here's the thing. In the first generation of Pokemon games, bug types were horrible. So a character like Scyther wasn't the most useful when building your team to take Kanto by storm. But I'm going to show some love to this awesome, nearly 5-foot tall insect. Scyther has got the freaking look. If you're going for badass, having swords for hands basically guarantees you that title. I mean, he's easily the scariest bug I've ever seen. Not to mention in future generations of the game, he gets an even crazier looking steel evolution. What's worse than a bug? A damned metal bug. Number 13, Onyx. Snakes are cool. Rocks? They're pretty cool. Horns? God dang cool. So how could you not love a giant snake made of rocks with a giant horn on its forehead? That, my friends, is Onyx. I think he is one of the most badass looking characters of not only the first generation, but all generations of Pokemon. And in the anime, the thing wrecks shop. Brock's Onyx is a beast. Unless, of course, he set off the sprinkler system and electrocute him like a little cheater. Looking at you, Ash and Pikachu. Plus, I give points for getting so much awesome out of such a simple idea. Number 12, Coughing. I can't help but smile when I see a picture of this little ball of noxious gas. Coughing always has the derpiest little smile, unless of course you're looking at the first generation sprite, which I don't really get to this day. I can remember the excitement I felt every time he showed up in the anime, and he showed up a lot, being James of Team Rocket's main man. But my favorite thing about Coughing is that he isn't the terrifying abomination that he evolves into. Number 11, Squirtle. Could there be a list without him? I had a hard time choosing between Squirtle and his fully evolved relative Blastoise, but I went with the first form for a couple of reasons. One, I'm a sucker for adorable Pokemon, and Squirtle is one of the absolute most adorable. And two, Squirtle in the anime had so much character, and his first appearance came with a great story. It really endeared him to me right from the start. I'm also not afraid to admit that when I was little, like 11 or 12, I had a giant stuffed Squirtle, and he was the best. Number 10, Mew. The most legendary of all legendary Pokemon. Mew acts like a baby, sounds like a kitten, and is the most powerful creature in all of Kanto. This one is so hard to get in the original games that you needed to have one given to you at a special event, or perform a glitch to forcibly eject him from the game's code. Mew is obviously a Pokemon that doesn't want to be found or captured. And let's not forget he was the co-star of the first Pokemon movie with Mewtwo. Number 9, Eevee. Do I need to explain why this guy is one of the best Pokemon? Eevee is extremely versatile and, in the first generation, had 3 possible evolutions. Those 3 possibilities have exploded into 8 and make him a reliable choice on anyone's team because they can evolve him into nearly any type they need. Eevee also got his own episode of the anime, and I would argue that this particular episode was one of the best the show had. Oh, and he's cute. Are you seeing a pattern here? Number 8, Muck. Well, maybe you're not seeing a pattern. I love Muck. He doesn't get the attention he deserves, and I'm sure most people see him as a goopy pile of garbage. While that may be literally true, Muck can be an annoying opponent to any trainer's team. And here's a pro tip for you. Use Toxic, spam Minimize, teach him Rest in case he gets too badly hurt, and you will destroy some other players. He is one of my favorite Pokemon I've ever trained, and if you've never seen the episode of the anime where Muck destroys a surprisingly powerful Bellsprout, what are you doing with your life? Number 7, Articuno. The best of the legendary birds. And that's not down-talking to Zapdos or Moltres. They just suck in comparison. First of all, this little bitch hides away very well in the first generation of games, requiring you to solve a water current puzzle just to find it. Smart bird. Being a flying and ice type makes it extremely powerful when taking on the Elite Four at the end of the game, too. It could easily sweep both Bruno and Lance, as well as do a good deal of damage to your rival, depending on the starter he chose. Articuno is also too big for an episode of the show, and had to have its own movie, with Zapdos. And Moltres. And Lugia. But Articuno is the most important, besides Lugia. Whatever. Number 6, Charizard. Giant fire-breathing things. If you didn't just think, wow, those are awesome, then I'm sorry to tell you that you're wrong. And Charizard is the most awesome of these awesome things. A super powerful addition to your team, Charizard is a fire type that is second to none, and I'm including legendary Pokemon. In the anime, he was comedic relief when he first came on the scene. Ash could not control the thing. But when he did fight the good fight, next to nothing could stop him. Ash's Charizard even managed to defeat Gary's Blastoise one-on-one in the best battle the show could offer. Number 5, Mewtwo. If you played Pokemon Red, Blue, or Yellow, then capturing or defeating this incredible Pokemon was your final challenge. And what a challenge it is. Unless, of course, you saved your Master Ball, you clever thing you. If you do capture it, Mewtwo is enough to overpower nearly any foe you come across. Unfortunately, that list of foes is pretty small, as you can only catch it after beating the game. But Mewtwo makes for a pretty great bad guy in the first Pokemon movie, and it can actually talk. Not too shabby. Number 4, Alakazam. Alakazam blew me away the first time I got him in Pokemon Red. Psychic types were notoriously broken in Generation 1, and Alakazam was the strongest of the Psychics, not including Mew and Mewtwo. He's fast, he's got some unreal special stats, and he has 2 spoons. What's not to love about a Pokemon that can hit you hard with special attacks faster than you can see them, and double shovel all the cereal he can eat with his own silverware? Number 3, Arcanine. I had a serious debate here between choosing Arcanine or his pre-evolved form Growlithe for this list. As much as I love Growlithe, and by the way, he's classified as a puppy Pokemon, and I love puppies, enough said, Arcanine is the more powerful, more badass, and still somehow more adorable and fluffy of the two. To me, Arcanine is the only fire type that holds a candle to Charizard. Fire jokes. He's very versatile and powerful in most Pokemon battles, and I've loved Arcanine the first time I saw him, which earns him huge nostalgia points as well. But nostalgia points are about to soar to levels unheard of on this countdown. Number 2, Pidgeotto. Nostalgia overload. Pidgeotto was always my favorite of Ash's main Pokemon team in Kanto. He's cool looking, he's powerful, and he's one of the best flying type creatures in the game. Nostalgia for my early playthroughs of first generation games also points to Pidgeotto. One of my favorite files of Pokemon Red consisted of me only leveling up my Pidgey, evolving it into Pidgeotto, and getting it so strong it wouldn't listen to me and I couldn't beat the third gym. Horrible training, but one of the best times playing the game I can remember. I just think Pidgeotto is awesome. But he's not the most awesome. Number 1, Haunter. Where can I start with Haunter? An incredibly useful team member, a very cool looking character, and, with regards to the anime, one of the Pokemon with the most character and expression. Haunter is fun-loving, joking, and just all-around comic relief in every scene he steals in the Saffron Gym Battle arc of the show. Even when he speaks, and as with most Pokemon he can only say his name, Haunter sounds like he is laughing and having a good time. I'll find a video and I'll link it in the description just to show you his shenanigans, just so you can see how awesome he is. Haunter is far and away my favorite Pokemon of not only the first generation, but of the entire series. So there you have it, guys. My top 15 favorite Pokemon from Generation 1. As I said, there really aren't many logical reasons for why I love these guys, but it is what it is. And after all, these are just my opinion. Let me know what you think of my list down below. Did I not rank one of your favorites? There was no Pikachu, so I feel I may get some heat from that one. But if you liked the video, please leave me a like, please leave a comment, and let me know your favorites. Subscribe if you are so inclined, and thank you for watching. And with that, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.